Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and however this video finds you today. I am here in one of my favorite parks in downtown St. Petersburg, Florida, and over here is downtown St. Pete, and to my left is Tampa Bay. And I love coming here. This is a beautiful place for some grounding, right? Get those shoes off. Get your feet on Pachamama, Mother Earth, and engage in some breath work. This morning I want to take an opportunity to share some foundational breath work exercises, activities, opportunities, techniques with you. And so I want to invite you to find a space to just find yourself on the ground or maybe in a comfortable chair, perhaps lying down if you can get outside, depending on where you are on planet Earth and it's warm enough to be out, please do. So foundational breath work is an opportunity to help regulate your nervous system. I have also found foundational breath work to be an incredible opportunity to help me get into a meditative state and connect with my intuition. So I am a person in recovery, and for those of you that know the 12 steps, the 11th step is prayer and meditation. And so what is meditation, right? Is meditation contemplation? Is it quieting the mind? Is it this kind of Zen Buddhist idea that somehow you're floating in space and nothing is bothering you and you're just chilling? So many of us are regulated in ways that that's not possible, right? We've been programmed in so many different ways and we have so many different things coming at us all the time that getting into that meditative state can be really, really difficult. And that has always been true for me until I found breathwork. Breathwork has helped me to quiet my mind, drop into my body, and connect to my intuition. And through the Awakened Breath training that I'm going through now, I've learned that this is really foundational breathwork, that there's 3 types of breathwork out there. There's foundational breathwork, which is this grounding, connecting with your intuition, working through anxiety, just helping you drop down and into your body. And then there's activation breath work. And activation is where you're actually activating the sympathetic nervous system and you're causing it to get into this kind of fight or flight mode. So when you think about like going out on the street and going for a run, your blood pressure goes up, your pulse is up, your nervous system is up, you're kind of like on edge, right? Activation breath work kind of puts you in it's like drinking a cup of coffee. It just activates your nervous system, where foundational breath work is more related to your sympathetic nervous system, and it just helps you rest and digest, right? And the third type of breath work is dynamic breath work. And dynamic breath work is transformational breath work. And I'll be learning more about that, but I've certainly had an opportunity to experience it through other breathwork mentors. And I will tell you that the power of doing breathwork over an extended period of time and doing breath holds and all of that, it really is a powerful experience. And it helps release stored emotion in your body. I've wept on the floor, not knowing why I'm weeping, but it's just emoting out of me. It's really, really powerful work. So those are the 3 different types of breath work. But today, in this space and time, I wanted to bring you to this beautiful space and just share some foundational breath work with you. So I'm hoping by now you found yourself into a comfortable chair, a lying down position. Sitting is fine. Just be mindful that sometimes when you're doing the breath work, it can make you feel a little bit more wobbly because you probably haven't taken this level of like deep breathing and release. We tend to take very short breaths throughout the day, and foundational breath work is really about being intentional about taking deep breaths in and releasing. So Having found your comfortable place, I want to invite you to begin to just fall into your body, right? So what does that mean? So begin to take a breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And with each breath in, I want to invite you to take even more breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And you'll notice with each breath out, as you push more and more oxygen out, it creates room for even more and more oxygen to come in. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Beautiful. So that's the general idea of it. And so to help you, and you can also modify this based on your own, if you're new to breath work or if you're more experienced, doing a count on the breath in. So you can do a count up to 4, up to 6, up to 8 on your breath in. So breathing into the count of 4, out. Into the count of 4, out. Okay. And then you can also regulate and count out on your breath out too. So we're taking in to the count of 4 and let's do out to the count of 6. Ready? Got that? Into the count of 4. Out to the count of 6. Okay? So we're just going to go through that, and I invite you to do your own pace. I'm going to just lead you through the breath work. You can follow the sound of my voice in, of my breathing in, of my breathing out. I'm already feeling more grounded and more connected just in these few short breaths. I hope that you are as well. Some other tips to consider is that we can also do breath holds. So what we'll do is we'll go through a series of, let's do 4 of these breaths in and breaths out. And then we'll do a hold at the top, and then we'll do a hold at the bottom. And I'll count to like 10 seconds or so, okay, on either side. So here we go. Take a deep breath in, just a normal breath. And out, expel all that air. Here we go. Into the count of 4. Out to the count of 6. Into the count of 4. Out to the count of 6. Into the count of 4. Out to the count of 6. Two more. Into the count of 4. Out to the count of 6. One more. Big deep breath in, hold it at the top. Squeeze your body, squeeze your body, squeeze your body, squeeze your pelvic floor, setting that energy all the way up to the top of your head. Feel that sensation. Hold it, hold it. We're going to release in 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the bottom. Big deep breath in. Hold it. And release with a one more big deep breath in. And release. Beautiful. Beautiful. Allow your breathing to come back to normal. So 2 things. One, you might have noticed that you're closing your eyes, just allowing yourself to drop into your body. You might notice that your mind is a little quieter now, a little bit more tingling, sensation, connection with your body. We're so often caught up here that we never get a chance to drop into our bodies and just be present in this beautiful space. So allow that to happen. Normal breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. The last thing I want to share with you is the ums that we had at the end there are a beautiful opportunity to engage your vagus nerve. And so that's a nerve that runs through your body that helps with grounding. It's good with activation. It just connects your body to your breaths in ways that without being audible, you don't. You're also engaging your throat chakra, which is a beautiful way to give yourself voice. Oftentimes, the stress and depression that we find ourselves with or struggling with is just this lack of being able to give ourselves voice, to express our issues, concerns, and feelings. And by engaging in breath work and engaging in audible, we're giving ourselves permission to engage and open up that throat chakra. So lastly, I just want to take you down all of your chakras and just connect with them. Starting with your root chakra down in your pelvis area, just squeeze it a little bit. Just notice the presence of your root chakra where you're sitting, perhaps connected to the ground. Just notice your sit bones, your root chakra. And then coming up into your sacral chakra, your belly chakra, into where your intuition resides, that beautiful voice that gives us guidance, constant voice of wisdom. Up into your heart chakra, inviting breath to each of these areas as you acknowledge them. Your heart chakra for beating, for giving you life, the electricity, the spark of life, the heat, the fire that keeps you going, the connection to the sun. Your throat chakra, giving you voice. Your third eye and your higher self, for being present, for being aware, for guiding you, for helping you connect to the stars and the universe and the expansion of all creation, reminding you that you're more than just this space, this body, this time, that you're part of everything, connected to all. Beautiful. I want to thank you for joining me today. This is my first introduction video to Foundational Breathwork. I hope that you found it helpful, exciting, and encourage you to, if you feel empowered, put on a little relaxation music and invite yourself to do a couple more rounds of that foundational breath work. And you can change up the counts. It doesn't have to be 4 in, 6 out. It can be 6 in, 6 out, however you choose, or not even count. Just in through your nose, out through your mouth with some breath holds. And if you can do that for 5 to 10 minutes in the morning or afternoon or in the evening, it's a beautiful way to help regulate your nervous system, help you ground and relax and connect with your body. All right. Well, much love. Namaste. Take care of yourselves. Be well. Until next time.